Jim Beam Cold Storage Studio in the heart of Julio's Liquors, Route 9 in Westboro. It's the Liquor Talking with Ryan Maloney and Spirits Medium, Randall Bird.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Liquor Talking right here. The Liquor Talking. You know, it sound like I'm already been
That's right.
3 sheets in here. Hi, everybody. It's the Liquor Talking right here on WCRN AM 830. And of course, it's our Memorial Day weekend edition, the unofficial official start to summer.
Right.
Randall Bird is joining me here today on the dais, as always, and making his way to the podium.
Hey, the grape one.
Let me see if I can get his. Here he comes. There he goes. And of course, Ray is here for. It's the wine of the week. The wine of the week, Ray.
Stop whining.
All right, enough of that nonsense.
That's right. It just keeps getting crazier and crazy. A purple silk road with ermine trim on it. He looks like a boxer coming out of the back. He's all ready to go.
El Ray is here with the wine of the week. And Ray, what do you have for us for the official, unofficial start of summer, the Memorial Day
Hey,
weekend?
the weather's summer.
Well,
The weather is summer.
to echo what you said, Ryan, yes, the beginning of summer. So I thought I'd show, rather than a wine of the week, plural wines of the week. I've got two.
He's taking over the show, you know.
Yeah.
So let's put that out there. Ray,
They're
mark
the
this
only
date.
wines.
Mark this date.
Yeah,
What's the
yeah,
date?
two-
26th.
Two wines now, three
Yeah,
next week.
25th of May, 2024. Ray took over the show. Okay, good.
Okay, so we got two rosés.
Okay.
One from France, from Provence, one from Rioja in Spain. Both Grenache based,
Oh,
but with different flavor profiles due to what? Different soil, different microclimates. So the first one that we've got is one that I happened to retaste a couple of Sundays ago. Had it with a nice summer salad with chicken, and it was Minuti. Minuti
nice
from
nose on that
oh,
one. Beautiful.
wonderful aromatics on it. So Minuti is from one of my favorites, probably my favorite region for rosé, Provence. And this particular one shows, the citrus, of course, a little tropical fruit, little orange peel on the
Oh,
nose.
like almost pineapple and
Yep.
like strawberries
All
going
right.
on in
Yeah,
there.
you always got strawberry, little raspberry
Yes,
component there.
You gave us two. Is it the right or the left? Because these are very close in color.
That's the first one.
The first one all the
Yes,
way over. Okay.
yeah. So, and on the palate, believe it or not, we always talk rosé, we say raspberry, strawberry, cranberry. Here, at least subjectively, I pick up some pink grapefruit, also some peach in there as well.
Definitely some stone fruit, like peach or apricot, a little
Yes,
apricot, maybe.
absolutely.
For me.
So
Good. Really delicious.
yeah, so
nice finish, too.
this is going to be up there with the top two or three that we have from Provence, and we have a wide array of rosés from Provence. So this one is Minuti. It is $19.99. It is available for tasting today and all of next week. And like I said, it's from Provence, and it's
Manuni from Provence, 1999.
$19.99.
Great.
Less
Nice.
15%.
Less
I'm
15%.
very much
Oh,
a
okay.
summer kind of rosé. It's got a lot of those flavors. And later,
As
I
they
hope
say,
to be
Ray.
at a Minuti beach.
I want you in Menudo. No. Anyways,
Okay.
this is like one of those, what do we say, like quaffing wines.
Yes.
This could get away from you really quick. What's the ABV on this? Just out
Like
of
turn your head and
Cu-
quaff,
curious.
or just
Well,
no quaffing, like
Oh.
12.5.
12.5.
12.5. So I mentioned Grenache base. The Minuti is about 60% Grenache, 30% of a kind of a blending type grape called Cinsault, and a little bit Syrah, about 10%.
Very nice. I like that one.
Yep.
All right. So what's
moving
the
on
other
to the
one?
next one is
Now it's
actually one of the
Spain,
top.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
we're in Rioja now in Spain. One of the top producers in Rioja is Muga, and we have their whites and their reds upstairs, but this is their rosé. This is going to be about 70% Grenache
Okay.
and 30% again of another blending grape, an indigenous grape of Rioja called Viura. Here, very intense bouquet
Yeah.
that I get on it, very intense, nice aromatics to it.
Yeah, but it's almost like a I don't want to say campfire because that's not quite the right term. but there is a almost like a woodiness or something on the nose. I haven't tasted it yet, but but it's really good. It's like intense.
Very
It's
All
really
right,
intense note.
Ray, watch this one. I find it a little bit more muscular.
There you go.
Well,
Is that a good term? I don't know.
You know, he is.
He is
You know
good.
what? We could use you up in the wine department.
Yeah. Because it's bolder. It's just
Yeah,
a
it's just
little
bold.
bit more forward. I
Yes.
wouldn't say aggressive because they're rosés, but it definitely has a little bit more punch to it.
Yes.
This is a brose.
And the Rioja is
No.
lets me say another one of my favorite wine expressions, which is Ribeiro del Duero, which has nothing to do with this rosé, but
Different area.
yeah.
Just wants to throw words in. You should.
Yeah, like, so what I'm trying to do is just come up with enough words that people like, he must know what he's talking about.
Yes.
Muscular, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this one though. This is a good one.
Yeah. So this one here is $16.99.
Okay.
Uh,
This one's a little bit. Randall's right. This is a little bit more
little bit more
intense. It's
fuller-
got a lot of flavors
little
to it.
fuller in the
Right.
mouth.
Right.
Mhm.
This is a little bit heavier drinking rosé, if it can be that. I think it's nice though.
yeah.
really
I
like it.
mean, this would pair, and I haven't had it for a while. This would be great with a tuna steak.
Okay.
yeah, let's try
Call
that.
Jen up.
Can you like you make these great pairing ideas and then
Mhm.
I'm just left to the imagination. If you could grill up some tuna steaks,
Next time,
I could really try and learn as much as I could about the
Ray,
the
don't
wine.
listen to him. This is the only way for him to get more food.
yeah, it's really a
That's
food
all
fight.
it is. That's all it is. All right. So let's go through the two types. The Menuna,
Minuti,
Menuti.
M for Minuti, from Provence, France, 19.99, less 15%
Yep.
discount, effective immediately, all of next week as well.
Great.
And the other one is from the Rioja region in Spain. It's called Muga, again, M, Muga, and it is $16.99, less discount of 15%. So both are available for tasting today and all of next week on our tasting machine. And by the way, if you haven't seen our tasting machines, we got about 12 wines there that are
Yeah, I think
always there.
that's
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that sometimes people sort of forget about is we're trying to advertise them like, thanks, Johnny. I'm trying to advertise it more, but we have these wine machines from Napa Technologies, right? And we have 12 different wines up for you to try anytime you want to come in the store. Just talk to one of our associates, and they're run basically on argon gas, which is a neutral gas. So the wines don't really degrade. So you can try them over a month period of time, no problem, and get a good sense. Now, the other thing I will point out for people when they're looking for wines is if you can get something even close to what you're looking for, it does help our associates narrow down what you actually like, because a lot of people really can't describe what they like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if they're looking for like a light white or something like that,
or a
you can-
muscular rosé.
or a muscular rosé, you can sort of get something close and you can say, do you like that? And then we know we're heading down the right path, or we need to turn and shift gears.
Exactly.
And it is not only a selling tool, but it's also a sort of a focus tool, so that we can get you out of here the first time with something that you're going to like. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, tasting machine was
Absolutely.
also my college nickname. So,
1 minute.
Really?
yeah,
Tasting machine.
I do enjoy eating. I
Yeah.
don't
Well,
know if
that
you
is
know
no.
that.
Did you ever tell you about the treasure salad?
No.
He puts a hamburger at the bottom of a salad, puts salad on top of the hamburger, and he eats the salad so he gets his greens, right?
Yeah.
But there's the treasure at the bottom of the salad, and that's his hamburger.
And you know who stole that idea and tried to make a career out of it?
Who's that?
Oak Island.
That's all the salad on the top. Is that
Well,
what you're
they're
trying to
just like
They're looking for the-
digging
the-
through
yeah.
layers of coconut
Yeah,
husk
they-
and everything,
say?
trying to get to the proverbial hamburger at the bottom.
I have to do another 45 minutes of a show with you, don't
Okay.
I? All right. All right. I think we probably have to take a break.
Yeah.
At least I'm praying that we have to take a break. Ray has to go upstairs and sell all this great
10
rosé
seconds.
rosé
Absolutely.
wine. Randall, why don't you get us out of here?
Soak it all in. It's the liquor talking and some special rosés on the machines and available throughout the week to taste. But more to follow on It's the Liquor Talking, the radio show after this commercial messages. And then we'll be back continuing with Facebook Live on the video feed throughout this whole program.
That's great. All right, we're off. All right, Randall. I'm just gonna say, like, okay, so now your punster thing is now spreading to our Facebook audience, because Francis just said, The wine tanks are empty because of all the guests are gone.
Oh, there it is.
All right. So you need to stop. It's now it's now affecting the audience.
It may be a mental condition. That's my excuse.
That's the excuse for you. I'm sorry. I hope you're not saying that about
So-
our.
well, no, but you know what? The thing that I find funny is that like it was always
Thank you.
puns. It was even when I was a kid, like I was fascinated with this. And now it's like, oh, these are dad jokes.
Yeah. Well, no,
Like
it's,
the
they
pun
got
has become like a dad joke kind
they
of
got
thing.
sort of like
It has to be corny,
Right.
but a punt, you know, like
yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I just
I
so
was
like
doing it when I was
you're
a
like
kid.
the
Let's-
you're
let's
like
just
like
be-
I'm the original OG on this. Is that where you're going for?
I was a hipster before there were hipsters.
that's right.
For gosh sake.
For gosh sake, just totally aged you.
Yeah.
For gosh sake. All right, Johnny's coming. Johnny on the spot's going to come join us. There you go, sir.
All right. Now the last time you were trying to wean a baby or something.
Something
Yeah,
like
it's-
Now
that.
you're back.
Yeah, I do have a question though, now
Oh,
that
boy.
I'm back. So I do realize that I am sitting in someone's summer chair. Like this
Yeah.
is like with the unofficial.
Oh yeah, he's
summer.
coming back.
When's Kenny gonna be here?
Kenny's going to be back soon. I just talked to him the other day. The beverage
All right.
whisperer himself will be back soon.
Ryan, the eternal optimist, why would you come back to this? This is what you have to ask yourself.
And Kenny likes
He's
doing the
sitting
show. What do you-
on a beach, you know,
Kenny is like
drinking delicious drinks, looking out over fantastic weather.
he's traveling a
and
little bit
views.
now. He's traveling a little bit.
Right.
But here's
then
the
we're in
funny
the
part.
basement.
He loves coming in.
Yeah.
He tells me all the time how he loves doing it. I go, here's a guy that could like at the top of his game. He's one of the top guys in the beverage industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to hang out with you two idiots on a Saturday and do a
On
radio
the lower
show.
levels,
Yeah.
you know.
Like, and we don't pay him.
Well,
it is a lot of fun.
You know,
He does
as
get
my
whiskey,
mom
though.
says nothing in life is free, so
Yeah.
he's getting paid, but
Yeah. But he's
it
great.
may be
I
a
love Kenny.
delicious, some delicious tastes. And
Kenny, I love Kenny so much. He's such a great guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, John's here. I don't want to take it away from
Yeah,
John,
John.
but just so you know, we just did another one. You can find it on you'll find it on Facebook Live on the Julio's Liquors page. You can check it out. We've done another 3 Men in a Bottle. You can check that out. Usually about a 5-minute segment where we just
My,
Take
my,
two sips.
my own personal
Kenny-
reveal party.
yeah.
Kenny Sadowski brought the chair, really kind of made a place for you, and now you're coming for him.
I appreciate it,
coming
Kenny.
hard
Thank
and
you.
heavy for him.
Thank you very much.
That's so nice. He's just it's the nicest guy. Just thrown into the
steps
into the-
away
yeah,
for
steps
a
away.
few months to do work.
All right, I think we're coming back. Are we coming back now?
Yeah, and hopefully with the
Nice.
drink of the show.
Want to do the drink of the show?
40 seconds.
All right, we'll do the drink of the show for this. Why don't you guys give me your mugs? And I got yours over here. No, I got one right here.
And do you have a
Let's
question?
do
lined up
let's do
that's,
the dark
30.
arts. Yeah, we do have a question of the show. We'll do that too.
One of my favorite whiskeys going on here.
Yeah. Yeah, this is great.
the DP.
It is.
This is the portal. Here we go.
Won't touch that with a 10-foot.
Well, there is something else up here. called
Okay,
Pink
guys,
Stars.
10 seconds.
All right, we're coming back.
Well, I
I
was
poured,
gonna
I
say
poured your
back-
drink of the show, so we'll get to that, and we'll also get to the question of the show too. All right.
Two grown men broadcasting from a large cold room. Live from the Jim Beam Cold Storage Studio in the heart of Julio's Liquors, Route 9 in Westboro, it's the Liquor Talking with Ryan Maloney and Spirits Medium, Randall Bird.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's the Liquor Talking right here on WCRN AM 830. And of course, the great Ray had to go
Has
upstairs and
transformed himself
he's transformed.
into Frisky Whiskey.
Johnny on the spot. John Hendricks is joining us on the dais. Welcome in. Ray had to go upstairs and do some real work
Yeah.
while we're sitting down here.
So what is this to me? This is not real work.
No, not at all. Not at all. Because
As anyone who watches or listens to the
There's
show
no-
would say, yeah,
it's
that
not.
is,
It's not.
Okay.
We
I
should
agree.
do the drink of the show, though.
Yes.
All right.
The drink
man,
of the show is what we put in our coffee mugs. It used to be at the beginning of the show before Ray had to take over with Wine of the Week. But now we are happy to tell you in New England that what we're going to put in our mugs,
Yep.
even though it's not something that we are required by law to do. And that is something that has just recently got another set of awards, a rye whiskey called
Well, this is Portal. This is from Dark Arts. This is a project that Randall and Macaulay Milton and myself worked on. It's called Dark Arts. It's actually a micro batch of two different rye whiskeys. One was aged in a white port barrel, and the other one was aged in a red port barrel, brought together in equal parts to create this. Now, the fun stuff. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this yet, but I don't really care at this point. This took a in San Francisco spirits competition. This took a silver. And in the Ascot Awards, which just came out from down in Kentucky, this took a double platinum.
There you
Oh.
now we're talking.
So very well received.
Yep.
And I figured that we would celebrate that by having it as the drink of the show.
Yeah. Just this amazing kind of dry finish that like kind of complements a lot of the rye kind of spice. And if you're into a sweet kind of luscious experience in some bourbons, this might not be right for you, but we like to let people try before they buy, because I think that most people that do taste this find something that they really enjoy.
It's deep and dark, and the finish on this is just so intense.
Yeah.
It really goes along with the name Dark Arts, I think.
As a regular Scotch drinker myself, I mean, I don't discriminate. I drink it all. But Scotch being like my number one, this like falls right into that category for me. The finish on this goes on forever, and it's got so many different layers. It's just amazing whiskey.
It's a one it's 111.36 proof on this one. So it's a 7-year-old rye. Both of them were 7-year-old ryes that we were dealing with on this one, but it is really, really good. We're really psyched that people can try it. It's one of those type of things that'd be great for this this long weekend to have. Especially I know a lot of people are gonna do like little fires at night and stuff. This would be ideal.
Controlled
All right.
burns.
Joel Burns.
Yeah,
That's
we've been
We're
selling
not
a
speaking
lot
to the
of
arsonists out there.
we've been selling a lot of cigars this weekend too. and
This
I
is
think
yeah,
this
hold
goes
up. You're
perfect
talking
with
about
that.
cigar
Yeah.
blends. You didn't have to go, it doesn't have to say cigar blend to actually fall into that category. This has plenty of taste, profile, and strength to stand up to almost any cigar. Actually, would great go with
Yeah.
a Maduro cigar. This would go
But-
awesome.
But I will say this, it's a rye. So if ryes are intimidating to you, try before you buy it.
Yeah, we can
Have
try
a
it.
small sample. To the people who are going to enjoy this, they're going to love it. And to people who are like on the fence about it, we'd rather steer you to something that you really enjoy. And then we have other options, including fantastic bourbons and stuff from Dark Arts that
That's
have also won major awards. and
Come
things.
find me.
So,
Yeah, the bourbon that this is sort of its sister barrel is called Armagnac, which was in Armagnac and oak. The two barrels were different. One in Armagnac, one in French oak. Then we mixed together, got a gold in San Francisco and a double platinum at the Ascot Awards.
Yeah.
So both of those have done exceptionally well. So you're not going to go wrong there too. And you can try that one too. Most of the stuff that we have that is our sort of things, projects or single barrels, we try to have a bottle open so you can try it. That's
and also because
find
we
me.
stand behind what the flavor is, but recognize that even though we might be loving something, it might not be
For everyone.
what you're going to vote with your wallet and spend your money on.
As I
You
always
might
say,
wanna
that's why
find
this
something else.
that's always why there's Coke and Pepsi and RC soda cola, because everybody's
Moxie,
taste in
let's be-
Moxie. Well,
yeah.
I love Moxie, but that's
Yeah.
I'm still going the cola wars. Are in there too. All right, hey, you guys ready for the Fever Tree drink of the show?
What?
I mean, question of the show.
Question of the show.
The Fever Tree question of the show. I'm losing myself
About
here.
drinks, but
About
yeah.
drinks.
Yeah.
All right. So here it is. I didn't do it during the break. But I
Right.
figured we'd go
Now,
right.
Ryan's past trend is now he's just cutting out whole sections of the question
Mm.
to make it harder. But go ahead.
No, I'm gonna give you this one. So
Okay.
So the you're such a jerk. The Fever Tree question of the show this week is: the azalea is the signature cocktail of what golf tournament?
Oh geez.
Now, I'll give you some. I'll give you it's one,
Azalea.
the azalea is the official cocktail of what golf tournament? Now, I'll give you some. The US Open, the British Open, the Ryder Cup, or the Masters.
Man.
So
I have azaleas in my yard.
yeah,
The azalea
Yeah.
that is the preferred drink of a pop star would be Iggy. No?
Yeah, no, yeah, Iggy Pop. Sure.
No, Iggy is a
I don't think that's her name.
Oh,
I think you
okay.
did.
No.
No. All right. I got people answering on Facebook.
I have no idea what this
pick
is.
one.
I'm gonna guess and go Riders Cup.
Riders Cup.
I'm just guessing.
Riders. Isn't that both UK and the Americans?
Yeah, well, it's
duking it
the
out?
Ryder Cup, the U.S.
Why does
Ryder
it
Cup.
have
The U.S. Open
Australia?
is the one, the British Open, U.S. Open, the Ryder Cup. I don't know. That's I'm
Isn't
asking.
their
you the
mascot the
que-
Cup?
I'm
I'm gonna go
asking
with the
you-
Masters.
You're gonna go with the Masters. Okay, so I got Riders Cup and the Masters.
It's probably neither
I
of
am
those.
No, it's
so
the
far
Masters.
out of my league.
It's the Masters.
Because it's like a southern kind of
Yes,
flower
yes,
thing,
yes.
and
You
then
are
you go out of
exactly
Augusta
right
and
in
kind of
Georgia.
crazy
Right, you're
crap.
right.
I
You
didn't-
got it.
I didn't
It's just
real-
the Masters.
I have dahlias in my yard, so I didn't equate that with the South, but okay.
If you drive it like I was in North Carolina, I used to go North Carolina. There's azalea bushes in the mountains.
Oh, really?
Like I used to go like
Right.
whitewater rafting and stuff. And there's azaleas like
Yeah.
just growing like
They
crazy.
they bloom early spring, so,
Yeah, so-
they're there.
All right, there you go. It's the Masters.
Okay.
You got it right, Randall.
Yeah.
because he's a master.
And all I'm now thinking about is bougainvilleas.
I don't know what he's
It's
talking
another
about.
flower.
Hey, I just wanted to point something out because we're also like I also geek out about like comics and
Oh, you do?
movies and stuff like that. Well, no, did you see this that came out?
Oh yeah.
So
I'm conflicted about this.
I know you are. That's why I brought it up. So Aviation American Gin just did a Deadpool limited edition. Now it's just as far as I know, it's just the regular Aviation Gin, which is a good gin. But it is a limited edition Deadpool edition. Deadpool, the anti superhero, is that
Yeah.
what it'd be? It's 42% ABV. But it's got like the Deadpool symbol on
All
the
right, so-
top. It's got the Deadpool symbol and thing with the arrow.
Ryan Reynolds
Well, he's a genius, by the
owns
way.
or shills for Aviation Gin.
He is one of the owners of Aviation Gin,
And
and he
he
makes
does a lot
no
of
and
promotion.
he makes no bones about it. And he's a master at promotion.
Right.
So
and
he
so
plays
that's the
Deadpool.
only reason that Deadpool could be associated with this product, right? You
Of
couldn't
course.
you couldn't have your own company and then like try and get in on that.
Well, you'd have to pay the
The
royalties
bottle's
to
a little
Marvel.
bit different.
No,
It's
it's got
kind,
this-
it's supposed to be
it's got a-
collectible.
yeah,
it's
it's really
black
cool looking.
and red and white. You
Yeah,
know,
so it
in the
looks
bottle.
like I think it looks really cool. But the here's
It's
the
not
cool.
that expensive either.
No, it's the same price as the regular the regular Aviation. He didn't do. I think it's just going to be limited quantity. So if you find one
Get it.
and you like Aviation Gin, just pick it up. I mean, if you want it for a collector's item,
And if you
That's it.
pour small enough amounts, it regenerates itself in the bottle. It never
that's
goes
would
to
be
empty.
great.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what's happening.
But if you kill the whole thing,
You kill the
it's
whole-
over.
That's a whole new term to the infinity bottle.
Yes.
Yes. So I think I thought it was actually quite clever. I like
It's fun.
the packaging. It's fun. He didn't go for the jugular because a lot of these companies will go, oh, I'll come up with one of the Deadpool, and it'll be like like $50 rather than the 32 bucks or something like that, or 32 bucks somewhere in there.
Well, my
Aviation.
2024 is a year that I'm like, a lot of stuff has become snobby. It's become inaccessible. And so I'm all about putting the fun back into some of the drinking and some of the conversations instead of just making it pretentious and hipster and nobody deserves it. So same price for the fans
Yeah.
out there. You could get
We only got
bottle.
we only got I think we got 2 cases. We already sold 4
Right.
cases, so I mean,
And
it's
it-
not
and
going to be out
it's
there.
just general fun. If
Yeah.
it was now 3 times the price and
That's
it had
fine.
this and that, I would be like,
Well,
eh,
it would be okay if it was 3 times the price and he did something different to it. You know what I'm saying? Like he used it.
like it
it would-
came with like a sword or something.
That would be so cool.
Different botanicals or something.
Yeah, something like that. So, want to first of all say,
That's
it's
what we brought
Memorial
up
Day.
next.
Thanks. Like, we should all be grateful for the people that gave the ultimate sacrifice for us, to make sure that it is Memorial Day. And I know it's Memorial Day is for
Yeah.
the past soldiers, but if you see a soldier or somebody in the armed forces, say thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever the wrong time to say that. This is
Nope.
the remembrance day that we should be remembering the people who fought for and paid the ultimate price for our freedom. But
It's a serious holiday that has been kind of like the starting gun for fun
2
and
minutes.
summer. And so sometimes they blend that. The other thing I would say is that if you're, we joke a lot about drinking and having fun with alcohol on the show, but like in public settings with family, traveling on the road, please drink responsibly.
Right.
these are the types of things I can't tell you as I came across upstate New York, how many state troopers are out in force to make sure that the travel stuff is safe.
Yeah.
So please think a few times before you're mixing your fun of drinking with other activities that could be
Absolutely.
dangerous. So,
Absolutely. Good to point that out, Randall. You know, but I always, and people go like, well, everybody parties and everybody does. I go, yeah, this is the reason you can. It's
Right,
because the sacrifice
exactly.
they made. So just keep that in the back of your head at one point during this weekend. So to think about that, will you?
What Ubers are for these days?
That's well, that is part of it. We have a huge Memorial Day sale going on, so check that out.
1 minute.
We have, I will say, selling very, very nicely. We tried it on the show last week. The Julio's 50th anniversary beer that we've
Cold
been doing
Harbor,
with
yeah.
Cold Harbor, flying. It's really, really good. I think they're going to be tasting it upstairs today on Saturday. It's
Hot
so
weather,
good.
and it's
Oh,
just a beer tasting beer that's delicious for these exact kind of
Take-
situations.
Take advantage of that. All right. So we're gonna have to take a little bit of a break. I think during the break we may try something while we're on the break, and then when we come back,
30.
I got a lot of stuff. We still got a lot of stuff to go through. So
Yeah.
the last half of the show is gonna be. I hope you guys are ready for some work.
We will sacrifice our taste buds and livers to bring you the best information on It's the Liquor Talk
10
here at
seconds.
WCRN AM 830 on your dial. Please stay tuned to the radio broadcast through the commercials, and we'll also have a Facebook Live segment and some podcast stuff that you can watch
Oh yeah.
at your
If you
pleasure.
want to follow us on Julio's Liquors Facebook page. All right. Now, I was gonna go. I think we should talk about. I think we should do this. This is a shorter break, but I thought it would be fun for us to do. I should have grabbed more cups. I don't have as much cups as I thought I had. That's okay. I get enough. So we have to taste some samples today for pick a new barrel of Buffalo Trace.
Okay.
But we just picked our next barrel of Weller Full Proof. It should be
Oh, boy.
114 proof. There you go. This one is will be 114 proof. This is our barrel sample here that you guys are trying. This is barrel number 621. We call this one Blackjack. 21, 621, or just 21.
It's not bad.
Last two.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but is that the New England compliment?
Yeah.
That's pretty
The
good.
the flavor's there. It definitely has a little bit of a kick because it's that full
It's
proof.
that full proof. This is the cool one about this is when they send these out to us, they put them at 114. So they're definitely what you're tasting is what we're going to be selling.
But
Pretty
it's
close.
still not,
Oh, yeah.
like the lowest common
No, but-
denominator in terms of the proof that you can
we got talking and somebody was saying, well, why don't you do any more of the antique 107s? And I said, well, they're only letting us pick from a barrel sample, right?
Right.
So if I want to make this one 107, I can. They just add water to it and make it 107. But it's not like it's different.
You
It's
get
a
a couple
different
more
barrel.
bottles out of
Yeah,
it.
but it's not like it's a different barrel batch that we choose from, whether we're going to do full proof or 107. Now they do that differently they do different barrel selections when they do the distillery releases of those two. So I don't typically want to do the
1 minute.
107 because you can take the 114, the full proof,
Yeah.
and add 49 milliliters of water to it, and that would bring that bottle down to 107.
And
So-
it
So it
stands up-
allows you to control
Right.
whether you want to do that. But if you're at 107, you can't go the other way.
and it
you
stands
can't.
up to ice just a little bit better.
Yeah,
Anything
I was
better.
really, really happy with this.
Is ice in a bully?
30 seconds.
Is ice in a what? Is it a loud?
Is it a bully?
A bully?
You have to stand up to it.
No. Yes, I think it is actually
All
because
right.
it shrinks it down, right?
Yeah,
So maybe it is a bit of a bully.
never thought of that.
It's when did we go off the rails again? Oh yeah, it was just now. Okay,
Oh,
great.
when the radio came
When the
on,
radio
that-
started, yeah. We're right off the rails.
10 seconds.
So
You keep
That's-
the bull, I'll take the lead.
that's the next one that we're gonna do, and we're gonna actually be picking a new Buffalo Trace today.
You can tell them to put a cork in it, but they'll tell you. It's the Liquor Talking with Ryan Maloney and Spirits Medium Randall Bird. Live in the Jim Beam Cold Storage Studio at Julio's Liquors, Route 9 in Westboro.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's the Liquor Talking right here on WCRN AM 830. And we are broadcasting from Julio's Liquors. Go to Julio's Liquors on Route 9. Go to juliosliquors.com. Go check me out on Instagram at Whiskey Journeyman, no E in whiskey. Whiskey Journeyman on Instagram. You can check out Randall, but he has no posts. But it's the Spirits Medium on Instagram. Johnny's up there. What do you got, John? What's your handle?
Foresee Whiskey on Facebook with eyes. No eyes.
Frisky Whiskey, both with eyes, no
Well, I
eyes.
demand an explanation. Why?
Why? Because it was the only thing that Facebook would let me use. There's a whole thing behind it, but I don't need to get into all that.
Okay.
right in the air.
But check it out, and also this show and the segment we did off the air. It's 3 Men in a Bottle. That'll also show up on It's the Liquor Talking wherever you get your podcasts. So check
Or
out
a
our
whiskey
podcast.
named Encore today.
Yes, that whiskey is named Encore that we did today.
I'll find
So-
out more about that.
So check that out. I want to go through a couple housekeeping sort of things, but I think they're also sort of interesting. This coming Wednesday, May 29th at 7 p.m., we have Boston's Bully Boy Distilleries is here for Whiskey Wednesday.
Yeah.
We have an evening with our co-founder and head of whiskey production, Dave Willis.
Yeah.
It's going to be here. Randall's been doing some.
I have done some carpentry work, and you can find this. It looks like an Amish board game, but by the time this is finished, this board will help make award-winning whiskey. Find out how this Whiskey Wednesday
If you go on this
when
Whiskey
this
Wednesday.
is finished and at the presentation.
Well, it's cool because we are doing Bully Boy just came out with their bourbon.
Yep.
So we are going to be tasting their bourbon, their American straight whiskey, which I love. Bully Boy bottled old fashioned, their Amaro. They make another Amaro now, the Rum Cooperative, and they make the Bully Boy and the different one that Randall's talking about. We're going to have a Bully Boy barrel sample because we're starting a new project with Bully Boy, something totally different that not everybody is doing, especially two local companies getting together and doing something a little off.
That's right.
The
They
range.
had me down there last week, put me to work.
Now they're in Boston, right? Bully Boy?
Dorchester, but
Dorchester.
yeah.
Dorchester.
Yeah. They're in the city, like the city.
City, right.
So, parking's a little bit tricky, but the experience, and they have a kind of a tasting room and a cocktail that's on tap from a barrel that's hanging from the ceiling, which I'm obsessed with, and all sorts of other fun things going on. But I think you have to do a little bit more of an appointment thing if you're going to just drop in.
Okay.
When I came
can
in,
find
they're
that
like, "Can you move these racks over here, these barrels here?" And I'm like, "I'm just, I'm
Mhm.
important. I can talk about stuff." And they're like, yeah, all right,
Sure you can.
get to work.
All right. So what we're doing is we have a barrel that we wanted to use, and we have a specific idea of what we're thinking. We talked to Will and Dave about doing something a little bit different with their bourbon. They said yes, that
Yep.
sounds great. They're bright in some things, but not in others. Teaming up with us might not have been their brightest move. But Randall went down this past week and picked what we're going to be using as the base bourbon for this project, which is a good bourbon.
Yeah, it's nice. A little bit different influence of malted barley in a
Right.
percentage in two types of malted barley, which does have a profound effect on the way it tastes. And so if you're a big fan of Scotch whiskey or the influence of malted barley, I
All
think you're
right.
going to enjoy that. But these will be gone into details at this Whiskey Wednesday.
Yeah,
And
it's
you'll
going to
be
be
at
something
the
really cool.
inception point or the starting point of making what we think is going to be an amazing whiskey. And you can come along for the whole journey. And at the very end, of course, is
We're
going
gonna
to
have
be
the
what
new-
you'll
we're gonna
have in
have-
the bottle that
yeah,
you
we're
can
gonna
buy. But
Well, that's what I mean. Okay, so when we can, we have sort of like we just during the break we tried Blackjack, which is going to be our new Weller Full Proof, right? That's going to be a new Weller Full Proof whiskey. That's a single barrel selection. When we can, we've been doing these select projects and different things going on and doing things different way. We just released our Roxy, which is our Moxie barrel influenced with rye.
Yep.
And then we also released French Kiss, which was a wheated bourbon put into a Armagnac cask, just the right amount of influence of that.
Yep.
And these are sort of different because they take a lot more time and effort to do. This isn't just saying like, okay, here's your barrels, pick them, let's go from here. There's thought, there's thought put into what we're doing. And then on top of that, there's the actual work that has to be done to create
And the
the product.
science that helps us get to the end point that we're trying to get to. I think that a lot of people like to have this vision that you just walk through barrels at a warehouse, for example, a Buffalo Trace or a Bully Boy or wherever, and you're sipping whiskey and you say, this one should be bottled and this one
Yeah.
displeases me, but this one can wait another 3 months. And you're just making these on the fly decisions. But we found that if you're focused, directed, and trying, like a lot of the products that we have, to narrow down the random factors and try and dial it in to try and nail specific flavor profiles,
Yeah.
that we've done very well. And I mean, we have to kind of toot our own horn a little bit, but 5 whiskeys last year entered into the biggest spirits competition in the world, and all 5 medaled. So, I
Right.
mean, we're obviously doing something maybe right, because
it's always a
we
chance.
can't determine that.
Well,
better.
it's always a chance because we are going a little bit out there and trying some things that may or may not work,
Yeah.
and we're putting time into those projects for the do it. The one we have with Bully Boy, I'm very, very excited
Yeah,
about.
I think it's going to be pretty good.
I think it's going to be really good. Again, Dave Willis will be here Wednesday night. Go to juliosliquors.com, go to events, find that event on Wednesday night and click on it. You want to go. It's going to be a lot of fun, going and doing that. Here's the other fun part though. The more we do, the more that people want to be involved with it. So this past Wednesday, we're very fortunate to have Brian Nation here, doing Whiskey Wednesday. Now, Brian Nation, for those who don't know, is one of the master distillers for Middleton, Redbreast. I mean, world renowned. I get super geeked out when he comes because I love the stuff he does, but it couldn't be more of a down to earth guy. Well, he uprooted his whole family and they're all moved to Minnesota to start a new project to be the master distiller on. That's Keeper's Heart. And what they're doing, Randall, is they're doing several different things. They're doing a bunch of different things. But like one of the things we're going to try right now, they took a Irish whiskey and married it with an American bourbon.
Yeah.
And so this one's at 110 proof, but they're doing stuff. He's very excited about all the stuff he's doing, and he wants to do some projects. He says, "Okay, I need to do some stuff with you guys," and he's also very excited about that too. So we may do this even with Binny's, who we do stuff with from time to time, and those are called U.S. mail projects.
Yeah.
U.S. us and M.I. Massachusetts, I.L.
yeah.
Illinois. So those would be fun. But I wanted you to try this. This was sort of my favorite of the lineup. I know we couldn't try them all today, but this is sort of my favorite of the lineup. I really like this one. This is the Irish plus American at 110 proof.
This is the one that I own at home as well. It's
You
one of
got
my-
this one, Johnny?
Yeah, one of my favorites from that lineup.
So
So as people are blending and pushing the envelope on different kind of combinations,
this rye, right?
traditionally you would have the Irish would kind of stay with the Irish whiskey and the American bourbons would stay in their own aisle. But
Yeah, this
we're
is,
looking
I
at
made a
like,
mistake though.
this is
This is rye. This is
but
Irish plus
mixing
rye.
even, across categories, and they do have an Irish American blend, but they're also doing other things. So my tough, hard hitting question for Brian Nation is any relation to Carrie Nation?
I don't think so. If not, he
That
went down very different paths.
Yeah.
Very different path. So this is just so you guys know, this is Irish plus American, 110 proof, 55 ABV. This is Irish whiskey blended with American rye whiskey. And they did the Irish grain and single pot still whiskeys with an American rye. So it's a 95.5 rye, by the way. This is an MGP 95 rye that they used.
What about Red Sox Nation?
I love Red Sox Nation.
Is he related to
to that.
Is he related to Red Sox?
Brian Nation related to Red Sox?
This had a great. I
Yeah,
love this
it's
whiskey.
delicious.
It's really good. It's got a very, very nice palate. It's got some of that caramel. It's got like I get a little bit of like black tea in there. It's got a really long finish on the stuff, and you get some of those baking spices in there. But the way the Irish whiskey plays with the rye whiskey, it's amazing.
I just love the
It's-
fact that they push the envelope and nobody knows where to
2
put it on the
minutes.
shelf.
Yeah, we don't know where to put it on the shelf. That
Well, and
goes without
this will
saying.
be an increasing problem in the future because things are
Right.
going to cross categories.
Yeah.
But whiskey around the world is whiskey. But
Right.
traditionally, people are like, the Scotch has to stay with the Scotch, the Irish with the Irish. Literally, they share a common heritage and cell phone usage in both
Yeah.
countries from each other. And so I think that as you try and see the mixing of even stuff from Asia or Tasmania or other things that,
Right.
that kind of bridge some of these gaps, you're going to see a lot of this stuff coming out.
I know.
'Cause it's really
I know
interesting.
Amrud is doing a project right now with Bardstown Distilling.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be coming out. So you're seeing more and more of this globalization of people doing collaborations together, which I'm all for. I think it's great.
Good distillate and good distilling is
Right.
universal.
I have a question for you in this
Oh, boy.
category, right? So SWA,
1 minute.
they're very sticklers for like the rules on Scotch, right? So a perfect example was Jim McEwen, Celtic Nations, several years ago. They made him pull it off the shelf because he was blending it with Irish whiskey. Where
Right.
does Scotland go forward on that? Or are
I
they
think
gonna
that's
let
going to be
them-
your
Well,
biggest. That's going to
in
be your
order
biggest.
to protect their industry so people can't water down their image and product,
Mhm.
they have said that we're the ultimate and we don't need to have really any outside collaboration or influence. So people have copied their model, whether it's the Japanese,
seconds.
the India, Canadian. And so I do think that's a great question to pose. And we'll probably try and do a little bit deeper dive, maybe on the other side of this commercial break. But for those people listening, it's the liquor talking, and we'll dig a little bit more into that question when we return back after these commercial breaks.
10
and messages.
seconds.
So
Now
please
it's 10
stay tuned.
seconds. You get
10
10 seconds.
seconds.
Now you get to fill.
Now I have to
Now,
just,
now
like,
look what you
stretch
just
it
did.
out.
Yeah, now you have to stretch it out. So like you were fine, and then you rushed
right.
it, and then you cut yourself off, and now you have more time.
All right.
See you on the other side.
All right. What do you want?
I want
You
to try that beer.
want to try the beer?
I want to try
Cold
the
Harbor?
beer.
No, we got
Yeah.
another beer.
Oh,
So we said to the beer department, hey, it's summer. It's the unofficial start of summer. What do you got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, what do you want to do?
They've
So,
been cranking busy these last 2 days.
oh, of course they have. It's just hot out.
Yeah.
It's hot out.
So I'm
It's
like,
good.
I want one too. Let's pony up here.
All right, so this is a Jack's Abbey craft lager. By the way, I'll give you guys all a hint. We have a beer coming out with Jack's Abbey this summer too. So it's coming out soon. It's going to be here for the summer. It's Julio's 50th anniversary sort of production. So with Jack's Abbey. So we're doing a lot of fun stuff for our anniversary. Rather than having like one big, sort of like bash and do stuff, I'm just like, I just want to do stuff all year, like all
Yeah.
like cool projects and just different things going on to make it sort of just make it fun.
so when's that going to start? It's been happening all
It's
along.
been happening all along.
Yeah,
Go
it's been
away.
happening all
Go away. This one's Porch Fest. This is a refreshing summer lager. So Porch Fest. And they've been doing these Porch Fests all over the place too. So
And
that's
we,
part of it.
and we as consumers, myself being one of those fans, and I buy a lot of the Julio's products, have been reaping the rewards all along for this 50th anniversary.
Yeah, Randall started trying to act that Roxy, the Moxie flavored whiskey wasn't a 50th anniversary project. What's
No,
the deal?
I'll say it is. I mean, it's just I think that's a great approach. But like, if you were to take what you're doing this year and then just switch the year up, you're always doing interesting,
Yeah, so we're
innovative
putting
products.
50th anniversary on
Right,
it.
except it has a logo.
That's great. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
And you get a couple people to buy in because you're like, it's the 50th anniversary. We have to.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
to do it. Well, listen, that is how I will say this again. Us being in the 50th anniversary thing has helped me move a couple projects that I've been
Yeah.
wanting to do along. Hey, it's our 50th anniversary. Don't you want to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get
So is
involved.
there going to be, several 50th anniversaries over the next couple of years?
No, there won't be. It won't be that. What is the going out of business for the next 20 years?
Well, you have like a soft opening, right? And then it was like, then they moved the store and the new location. This is their 50th.
Yeah,
anniversary.
50th anniversary in this location. The store has had 3 locations within the same shopping center. So
Yep.
that is like
Brian?
we could nail on that one. Yes. Oh, that
I think
Couldn't next year be the 50th anniversary of your first anniversary?
it could be the 50th anniversary. Ted is right. Technically,
Good.
good. Next year would be the first year anniversary of our first year's anniversary.
That'll be
That's
50th
right. And the
30th
show
anniversary.
makes
50th
that
birthday.
statement make sense. So
What do you guys think of
doesn't
Porch
taste
Fest?
like porch at all.
This
So it doesn't taste like porch. You're
the
disappointed.
the word that comes to mind on this for me is sessionability. Like I
Yes,
could
it's just an
sit
easy
down,
drinking
yeah,
lager. I mean, again, beer flavored beer.
poolside. You
Yep.
just opened up the pool for,
Yeah.
you know, we just opened ours up this weekend. We're kicking off summer.
Yeah, you
Wait,
swimming
wait,
in
what,
it?
what do you?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Me either. Because I looked
when
at the
does
water and
grill
went,
get
nope,
fired
not
up?
yet.
It's
Not
junior
yet.
green.
Yeah.
Got all those chemicals.
No,
in it.
we're getting there, but
Yeah.
yeah, we did ours too.
And the grill? Where's the set? Where are you with grilling?
All year long, baby.
Oh yeah, as much as I can.
That's right. Sits right on my
Weird.
back
I'll have to
pocket.
check my mailbox because I haven't seen
An invitation.
any.
You got an invitation from me, so be quiet
Yeah.
over there. All right, are we coming back? Is that what you said, Ted?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. We can come back. He always gets me.
So you're gonna have to stretch it out again.
No, I'm not going to stretch it. I'm just going to tell you guys we get 30 seconds.
All right.
When we
so
come back, we get a couple other things that I
do
want to
you
try.
think that a lot of the beers are swinging away from kind of the adjunct, crazy wackadoodle beers and are getting more realigned with like traditional?
Like beers and donuts.
I
Like
I have been on a
Plan.
kick for the last year and a half or 2 years to try to get people to do more
All right,
beer
guys,
flavored
here we
beer. And I
go.
think it's finally happening.
Paying off.
Finally paying off. All right,
Thank
here we
you for
go.
your work.
You're welcome.
They cannot offend you because they know not what they say. Live from the Jim Beam Cold Storage Studio in the heart of Julio's Liquors, Route 9 in Westboro, it's the Liquor Talking with your hosts, Ryan Maloney and Spirits Medium, Randall Byrne.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's the Liquor Talking right here on WCRN AM 830. During the break, we popped open
Jack's
a beer,
Abbey.
Jack's Abbey Craft Lager Porch Fest, refreshing summer lager, and Memorial Day being the official, unofficial start of summer. Really nice beer, really nice, easy drinking, beer flavored beer. This is where most people love.
Now,
Good job.
are imperial stouts the heavier stuff generally associated with the colder months?
I think so,
IPAs
but it
and
doesn't.
lagers more with
Yeah,
or
I-
pilsners?
yeah,
What's-
but I
what's
think
the
everybody
summer
drinks-
beer?
Everybody drinks everything all day, but you know in itself, when it starts getting up to 80, 90 degrees, this like heavier style beer is just sometimes like too heavy.
The thing with
Yeah.
those heavier style beers though too is they can just by themselves they can make you sweat. So if you're already sweating,
Oh yeah,
Less.
I need no assistance.
I've been in the summer in Kentucky with Randall.
It's disturbing.
it's
People
disturbing.
pull over
like,
and
did you-
go like, "Are
did
you
you s-
okay?
yeah.
Do you need to sit down?"
Did you
I'm
get
like,
out of the
"No,
pool?
This just happens."
All right. Hey, before I forget, we get on to something else. I want to tell everybody Thursday, June 6th from 7 to 8, there's Midnight Cellars wine tasting. Rich Hardenberger, the second generation winemaker and owner of Midnight Cellars in Paso Robles, he's
Yeah.
going to be here. He is such a fun guy. And it's a
Talk about not being pretentious,
Oh,
giving
at
you
all.
good information and enjoying the
So
classes or
cool.
the meet and greet or whatever he's going to do. Plus, you learn a lot. Too.
Yeah,
Like,
if you're into wine, or even if you're not, just want to have like a fun Thursday. We call it Thursday
or make a new
here.
friend.
And make a new friend, maybe.
I do have to say that actually. So like, I'm not a huge fan of wine. I know very little about it, but having helped work some of these Thursday nights and just being around Ray in general, like
They've hooked
it's
you in.
a lot of
haven't they?
fun. Yeah,
That's what
it's-
Ray tries to hook you in.
Yeah, he hooked me in because like those Thursday nights have been something special. They've been good.
So Midnight Cellars, Thursday, June 6th, 7 to 8 p.m. He does the Midnight Cellars wines, which are fantastic wines, by the way.
Are you saying like cellar underground?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Cellars,
Not
with an
like
S.
no, not like
salespeople.
not salespeople.
Okay.
Cellars. Wine usually means cellars.
Right, but midnight, I don't know. It could be.
Maker's Mark cellar aged.
So, anyways, if you go on juliosliquors.com, you might want to sign up for that one. It's a real it's going to be fantastic, and there is some space left on that. So, I wouldn't wait.
Been
too
a
long.
while since he's traveled to here.
It
and,
has been.
I'm starting to come to the impression that this year is the first year kind of post the COVID stuff where things are really starting to click as though we're through a lot.
We're
of
seeing it in
Yeah.
we're seeing it. I mean, we're really gotten back into our events. We got Gin Rummy coming
But I
up.
think the traditional summer is back. The vacation stuff. People have
Yeah,
put a lot of that.
I don't
COVID
know
stuff
how many
behind it.
people are like out traveling and stuff like that, but we, the day before Father's Day coming up, we got gin rummy coming up. I don't know when
Well,
my
I-
piece
you
of
know,
paper was, but
We
they're
were
very-
essential workers and I was on the road a lot and working during COVID when it was empty. But I had to tell you, coming back in from New York, on the thruway
Sorry,
and
a lot of people. A lot of
Pike,
people on the road.
it was like everyone had the bikes and the campers and the
Great.
tents and they were
That's awesome.
ready to go get camping. We tried to make camping reservations last month for several months out and everything's booked.
Booked.
All the state parks, all the national park stuff is
Great.
because
That's
people are
good though. That's a good
pumped for
sign.
summer
Great
and
sign.
ready to
Yeah.
go.
Absolutely. Gin Rummy is also Saturday, June 15th from 2 to 3:30. And a $10 gift card will purchase of a $10 gift card will get you in. But also you can bring a friend.
Yeah.
So two of you go on $10 gift card, which trust me, you'll
And you're
find something you
only-
like.
Yeah, you're only like loaning you the $10.
That's right.
because
You're gonna
be able
use
to
it.
get back.
We had some people come in this week wanted to know about they wanted to sell us this new product called Founders Original Ultimate Cocktail Box. Okay. They have this is an 8 variety can pack. That's okay, Johnny. I got it. It's the Ultimate Cocktail Box. They're made by a real bartender. There's pineapple ginger vodka mule. There's Seville orange bourbon sour, a grapefruit lime Paloma tequila Paloma, and there was a blackberry lemon gin bramble. And so I said, okay, let's. There's 7% ABV. They're real cocktails. They have all the stuff in them. And so I figured I grabbed one of them. I got the gin bramble.
Okay.
So I figured we would try it, see what we thought.
Speaking of being on vacation,
There you go.
going places, so a lot of us that go to other states know that those states don't necessarily carry a full complement of things that I like.
The same
So I
products that you're
prefer-
used to here.
You bring stuff.
Exactly.
You bring stuff.
So-
You pack that.
So
Pack it in.
That's exactly what I do. I shop here first, I pick it all up, and then I'm good to go in any of those other states that I travel to.
Well, that's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
I like that
Now,
one.
is a bramble just the name of this, or is this like a shandy or a?
I think Bramble is a type of drink, but this one has London Dry gin, juniper lemon bitters, and real blackberry and lemon juice.
That
And
has the beach written all over it.
Yep.
That's really good. I
Very-
like this one.
Very refreshing.
I picked the one I thought I would like the least out of the 4,
Really?
or that it wasn't sure of.
Right.
I always like to do that because I'm not going to try all of them all at once. So I try to pick the one that like, okay, if they can win me over with something I may not necessarily like, if they can win me over with that, then
Now
they're
you can have
obviously
a
worth
play
a
date.
shot, right? Yeah, then we can have a play date.
I can see how you did that though. So like you like Paloma, check you like that. Mule, check you like that.
Yeah,
Bourbon sour, check you like that. Gin bramble,
yeah, could
maybe
go
not.
either way,
right.
right?
So I see how
And
you
then the
narrowed
other
that
thing, by
down.
the way, I wanted to see if they get the blackberry right. that's a
actually-
tough
and
one.
and it's very good.
It's good.
Very good.
I like this one. We'll probably be carrying this.
I, might
I
take
don't
that
see
with me.
color berries. I just see deliciousness in this.
All right, before we get knocked
You
off
don't
the air.
discriminate.
What's there's a shandy, there's now a bramble, and what was that other summer drink that's usually
Snake bite.
Oh.
I was going to say snake bite, by the way, because it's what he was going down.
No.
You want the Trojan
After the
horse?
show ends,
You'll
we'll-
think of it.
Yeah.
A shanty. You said
Shanty, that's it, yeah,
Shanty.
yeah.
Yeah, shanty. Okay. Wow. Glad I could.
Wait, did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
There's another one.
I was just repeating you. Well, here, you want to try something else?
Candy, shanty, snake bite.
All right. You've forced my hand. We're going to try something else. All right. So, pre-mixed cocktails are going to be a big thing. RTDs are going to be a big thing this, summer.
Ready to drinks.
Lee Baudelaire, the premium cocktails,
yeah.
all right, Baudelaire cocktails, being imported from France by Christine Cooney and our great friends at Heavenly Spirits. We just had Keenan in, her son did a whole presentation on them, and I thought they were really, really good. That they were excellent. So I figured we would try them on the air, and I picked the one that, like, again, I'm so bad. I picked the one that, like, maybe people have never heard of or something like that. This is a porn star martini.
Right.
This is a porn star
So
martini.
this is actually something you could make a bar call for, but people would have to know.
Right.
This it's a little bit off the beaten path.
You know what I'm going to do is I'll keep that out on the floor today. So if
Yeah.
people want to come into the store and
Try
try
it.
come
You can
find
try
me. And
I'll
this
give
is
you everything that's in it. So I just wanted to pour you guys first, but I give you everything that's in it.
very fruity.
Vodka, passion fruit, vanilla, lime, and sweet mango with a twist on the use a sweet mango in a twist on this fruit vanilla blend.
The mango
okay.
is very prominent. Yes.
All right. So this
a
is
sweet
small
mango
batch.
different from a mango.
Yeah, it has mango in it. It's passion.
Well, like
I
a
should
sweet
take that.
potato is different from a
No,
potato.
excuse me. I'm sorry. Vodka, passion fruit, vanilla, and lime. And then they said we use sweet mango in a twist on this. So they use
Oh,
sweet mango
okay.
also in this.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Who cares? That's delicious.
I've had it. I thought I was pretty impressed. I just be embarrassed when I went in the place and ordered one. Like, can I have
I
a
don't know
porn star
the
martini?
definition of porn star, but I know it when I taste it.
This is actually really
Wow.
good. It's a little on the sweeter side for me.
What does that taste like to you?
Well, no, but I'm just saying
But
it's
this
the
on ice.
pornography definition, right? Like
I'm
you
trying to get
should
us
know
out
it
of
when
this
you
so
see it.
badly, and you guys keep going at it.
Yeah.
So
Brian's pretending like nothing's happening.
yeah, no, like I would have a hard time. I don't know what this drink is. I didn't know what this
30
drink was, but it is a cocktail that you can get.
Slight tart edge with a lot
Well,
of delicious
tart,
sweetness.
right.
This is a great summer drink. A little awkward to ask for it by name, but you
But
can
this-
avoid that by buying the
But
bottle. and
yes,
then
that's
just
what I'm
pouring it
getting at.
yourself.
And you just pour this on ice, you're done.
Yeah.
Like you're done. A lot of people will really like this. This is one of those. This is one of
You'll
those.
finish
things.
it
Have a
quickly.
second.
Yeah, Johnny will have it up there.
Okay.
All right, we got to get out of here, Randall. Get us out.
What has happened
I
for
have
the
no idea.
last hour of your life? Well, it was the liquor talking, and we'll be back next week with more as we welcome you on this Memorial Day weekend to WCRN AM 830 on your dial. And as always, please be safe, drink responsibly, and have a great time remembering our veterans and people who paid the ultimate price. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
All right. See you later, buddy.